I just realized I'm wearing the same shade of beige as this couch.
Devastated.
I basically blend in to the couch.
Is that bad?
It's not good.
But like my idol in gambling SVP says, it costs the same to be optimistic as pessimistic. So let's be optimistic this week. Roll the intro. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Uncle Dan's Best Bets here on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel located inside the beautiful Connors and Ferris podcast studio. Appreciate it as always to you. And if you could, take a moment, like, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Always, we appreciate our sponsor. Shout out to Bob Johnson Auto Group. I got to get a new lease. My miles are up. I need new tires. You know where I'm going? Bob Johnson Auto Group, because they are the best. My wife and I have always worked with Daryl out in Leroy. We will go back to see him again and get a new car, buying, selling, trading, leasing, whatever you need. Go to Bob Johnson Auto Group. They're the best. Tell them that Uncle Dan sent you, and you won't regret it. So, doing this on Thursday. I'm wearing the same color as the couch. Having a bad hair day, just got back from the gym, so I thought I threw a hat on. The hat also is beige. But that's kind of how this season has gone. All right, last week, not bad, 6-7. Yeah. We're going to keep firing. 6-7. The James Cook, the Ty Johnson overs, because there are no Bills wide receivers that actually catch any passes. So that puts us, I'm not good at math, 49-62. The only way we're going to get out of this is if we keep firing. All right. So I appreciate it. I saw somebody tweet at me today and said, hey, you should cancel this segment. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Like Scott Van Pelt says, costs the same to be optimistic as pessimistic. So why not be optimistic? That's what we're going to do. I'm recording this on Friday because hand up, kind of forgot about it on Thursday. That being said, we are for the people. And that being said, we've run out of cards. We're down to paper. And you know what? It doesn't matter. It does matter. Those are the only picks. That's the only place I have my picks. Okay. So let's get right into them. Appreciate everybody that's followed along and supported. I'd love to be doing funnier intros and creating content, but let's just rip it, okay? We don't need long videos anymore. We don't need fancy cards. We can use a crinkled up piece of paper. We're already 2-4 on the week. We had a 6-pack for Thursday night, and Tom Kennedy didn't really play. When I tweeted out my picks, I think some people were like, why is it Tom Kennedy? Because I didn't think Amon-Ra St. Brown was going to play. He played the whole game. And I was banking on him. I was banking on Tom Kennedy being Amon-Ra St. Brown like we saw on the back half of that Thanksgiving game. So that stinks. We hit the Jahmyr Gibbs longest rush over. We hit the Cowboys team total over. Struck out everywhere else. So we are already behind the 8 ball once again for this week. But I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more plays for you. All right. So let's get to it. Seahawks -7 at the Atlanta Falcons. Couple of notes. Seahawks are actually pretty good on the road under Mike McDaniel. 9-4-1 against the spread on the road. Good defense. Falcons are bad. That's my point. Very good defense. Playing for the division, like they still have a ton to play for. Can't afford to have a slip up against a Falcons team that has no direction, seemingly packed it in for the season. Next play, give me the Jets +2.5 at home versus the Dolphins. Simple. This is my don't think, just throw Nuke Lelouch. Tua, Dolphins coming up north in December. That's it. Also, Tyrod's, like I said last week, Tyrod covers. He's the new Teddy Bridgewater. This guy covers. So I'll take the Jets playing hard. Grossest one of the week. Grossest pick of the week. And in a weird way, I love it. And you probably know where I'm going for it. I know Ian and Basil probably know where I'm going with this. Give me the Steelers plus 5.5 at the Ravens. A couple of notes. Tomlin versus Baltimore as a dog in his career, 13-4-2 against the spread. And he's actually lost the last two. So he was 13-2-2 against the spread versus Baltimore as a dog. Everybody hates the Steelers. They got embarrassed. They stink. They're no good. Now you're going to go face the Ravens. Schemes for first place. This is a Mike Tomlin spot. If Mike Tomlin has anything left, they win this game or at least cover. 5.5 is a lot of points for these two teams that always play close games. The Tomlin spot in the Tomlin game, like I always talked about, is you're trying to thread that needle between when everybody thinks the Steelers stink and when they rally to win a game that you don't expect them to. Aaron Rodgers had a birthday party with his teammates, team meeting. I think the Steelers keep this close at Baltimore. The stinky line of the week, because I think the wrong team's favored. We're going to go hat backwards here. Jaguars plus 1.5 versus the Colts. Jaguars have been really good against the Colts. Daniel Jones has struggled against good defenses. Jags defense playing well. I think the Jags should be favored here. This may be the mousetrap line of the week, but I'll take the cheese. Give me the Jags plus 1.5. Pick number 11 of the week. Give me Denver minus 7.5. The Raiders stink. They have not kept a game within double digits or single digits in their last 3. I know Denver has just played an overtime game, exhausting, but I still think that them at 50% will cause havoc on a really bad Raiders offensive line, and they will have trouble. I don't see the Raiders scoring many points, so I just need Denver to score maybe 20, and I think they can win this game 20-10. I like the Bears and Packers over 44.5. Two teams. I really like their offenses. I really like what Ben Johnson has going. Running the ball. I loved what I saw from Jordan Love, although it was against me. I love what I saw from Jordan Love in that Packers Thanksgiving game at the Lions. I think they're starting to figure some things out offensively. The deep shots. The Bears secondary is getting better. Their defense is getting better. Still don't buy it. So I will take the Bears Packers over. Give me points there at Lambeau, 44.5. I also like the Texans plus 3.5 at the Chiefs. I just love that Texans defense. They're a team that is dangerous right now. And I know the Chiefs and the back's against the wall. And, you know, Andy Reid is going to tickle our tonsils, he says, but I don't know. I just don't know if the Chiefs feel like they're so much more name than game right now. Their defense is average. CJ Stroud looked good last week. Give me the Texans plus the points. I'm going to have plays coming out later, closer to game time for the Bills. We're still waiting to see if Dalton Kincaid is going to play because the Bengals don't cover any tight ends. They don't really do a bunch well on defensively. T. Higgins will play as I record this on Friday afternoon. That was just announced. But I like the under. I just think it's too many points. It's going to be cold. Bills Bengals under 53.5. I can see this just being a 27-20 game, 27-24 game. Bills are really good in December. Excuse me. They're 18-3 in the month of December since 2020. They've won 12 out of their last 13 games in the month of December. I got to find, hey, if they keep handing out Ty Johnson free money for his receiving yards, we're going to take it. James Cook's been involved. I think the Bills should be able to do something offensively because the Bengals defense is so bad. I just don't know to what extent. So follow along. We may have a 20 play card. All right. I got so many fun ideas if we get to do if I get to win. We're already in the hole, 2-4. I just want to win. And we're going to be optimistic about it. By game time Sunday, we're going to be optimistic. Fun card. We're already up to, that was 6. I got 14 plays already, and I'm going to be adding Bills players props shortly. So follow along on X or Twitter. Let's win some plays. Shout out to Bob Johnson Auto Group. Shout out to you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Best of luck. Drop the comments in below and be nice, because it doesn't cost any more to be nice than it does to be mean. And we're a lot of games under 500, but we're going to keep shooting. Best of luck to your plays this weekend. We'll catch you next time here on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. Let's beat the odds together as I break down the NFL betting lines, who will cover and who is poised for an upset.
Uncle Dan's Best Bets on Buffalo Plus. New each Saturday on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Sponsored by the Bob Johnson Auto Group.